America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
Excuse
me.
Now, it may...
Third best president ever right there.
It may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But
better than that guy that's getting ready to go to jail right now.
This is your victory.
Listen, I didn't do it.
Do this just to
Don't talk over our intro.
I know you didn't.
My
do it
intro.
for me. You did it because you understand the enormity of the
Fuck
task
this
in
guy.
life.
He's from another
You're not gonna
country.
believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator.
Why is it messing up?
His house looked like shit.
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Skinman, villain in disguise.
One has a great personality, and the other one is as slutty as all get out. It's the Middle of the Road podcast with TJ and Coach Casey.
I think you're a slut.
I don't. Former
slut. Welcome to the Middle of the Road. I'm Coach Casey, TJ, Skinman.
What up?
Today's sponsor, they sent us over some pretty stuff. I'll get to them in the beginning before everybody tunes out. Grow a beard.
Okay.
I got sent to me, and I'm thinking they sent some. I got the soap inside. They sent some beard oil.
Is that for my bald spot?
Yep, that'll help you fill it in. This actually helps grow and soften your beard. They sent me a brush. I think I take it as they're getting mad at me because I cut it off. The owner of Grow a Beard has been a longtime show fan.
Yeah.
And I've been using his products for a while. Not the brush and the oil and some soap just came over because I think he thought I threw it all out because I shaved my beard off.
No, did he send the deal that you like poke holes in your exfoliator or whatever that makes your beard
No, because real beard men don't need an exfoliator
I don't know.
to grow.
What?
Maybe that's what the whole point was. Maybe he sees that two of us have good beards, and this stuff was actually
aerate your chin?
Yeah.
This you did aerate the gas. Hi, I'm Coach Casey. I can grow a full beard. That's Ken Manning grow a full beard. This is TJ. He needs aerated, so
I can't grow a beard. I don't know. It's not my fault.
Quit rubbing it off. That's why you got a sand.
Is that the French in you?
I don't know what it is. It's
What's your nationality? If you were guessing,
fucking white, bro.
well, I understand that, but like, where did you
my people come from?
before you came and stole Indian land? Where did your family set up shop before?
Central Europe.
I think
You're
German and
European.
Irish.
Yeah, I don't. Are you Irish?
Curry used to be O'Curry.
Well, I mean, I was O'Grunden or O'McIntyre. I mean,
That's where it came from.
Huh. All right. And we know he is from Switzerland.
Yeah.
And
It's really fun.
I'm Scottish and French,
Yep.
which explains everything you need to know about me. I'll fight you.
And gay.
But and gay. I mean, I'll gay fight you. Take our clothes off and let's do this like men.
You guys want to fight naked? Fuck it.
Fucking queers. You don't want to fight naked?
Yep.
Well, it's been an interesting week. Last week I came in too Delta aided for TJ. So this week I decided I would come in drinking and on it. I'm on the third vodka drink.
What's like your level? Delta 8s take you down to like a 4.
And this brings me up
That
to like a
brings you
12.
yeah. I mean, we need to find something in between.
Well,
Maybe like one Delta 8 and one drink.
To be fair, last week I knew we were
and a downer.
I knew we were doing the Jay Spade interview, and I know if you didn't see how I titled that show, Fanboy, I know how fanboy you go for wrestling, and I knew we weren't going to really get a lot of questions in. This is TJ's segment. Whenever we have a wrestler on, a former wrestler or whatever, this is TJ. Like, I mean, you can hear the table. You know, I mean, he's hard as a rock, and
Spade was texting me all day Saturday night. We're talking about wrestling.
Yeah, I know. It's funny is we were out for dinner. We went out for dinner this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I took you and your wife out for dinner. I paid for yours, and then you guys paid for yours as well.
Sarah was like, "Did Casey look to see if you guys got double charged?"
We did look. It had a charge, and then it had a credit on it. Basically, they didn't actually void it. I think they went back in their books that night. Realized the void did not go through, so then they credited it back at least. So they were cool enough to do that. So thank you, Felipe's, which is our other show sponsor for the night.
It wasn't worth a fuck either, by the way.
You guys didn't seem to. I enjoyed the hell out of mine. My beers were good. My nachos were good. But see, you
beer and chips.
Exactly.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Well, they got the same thing.
Yeah, we
but
did with just
he
chicken.
got chicken nachos, and his wife specifically said, "I don't want chicken." And he said, "Well, we're getting chicken." And she said,
You guys should have fucking shared then.
Yes, we should have. I should have got the jumbo and shared with her. And next time I will. So Sarah, if you're listening, Sarai, I will get the jumbo nachos, beans, and all the best stuff that goes with it, and we will share.
And steak.
No black beans, no onion. No, they only have chicken or beef. And you could probably maybe say I want steak. Maybe they'll do it. I mean, Felipe's is made to order food, so.
Well,
They suck. Next time we're going back. We'll go to that place you like.
Okay.
But on the west side because it's better.
Yeah, or there's one downtown, or I mean, there's a lot of places you go to eat Mexican food. Felipe's was just because you guys made us go that one time, and that the one out east is our favorite. It used to be our favorite. We call it the Fountain Place. They have a badass fountain in the middle of their restaurant in that one.
They got a fountain there too. It's just further out.
Oh, did they? I
think so.
It's outside.
Yeah.
But they have one inside, like right in the center of like the main eating area. And the kids used to be like, "Where do you want to go to dinner?" And they'd say, "The Fountain Place." The Fountain Place. So that's why we thought of it. And we just thought, hey, easy going, cheap drinks. Which your wife didn't like the first drink, or she didn't like the first drink at first. So she got the second drink, decided she didn't like it more, and then drank the first drink. So that was.
Who knows? If it's like alcohol in it, she drinks it.
Well, she didn't. She left one to die, and I thought.
No, she just didn't finish the second one.
I was gonna say I should have stole that one and drank it because I was just getting going that night. Skinman, what was your week like?
Oh, it was good.
What'd you do? Anything special? Any family reunions since last show?
Oh yeah, we went down to visit Mexico.
Okay.
On Friday.
I actually texted him before the show to see if we could do an Oklahoma report with him because he's the only person I know in Oklahoma that I could do a report with.
Right.
And I didn't hear nothing back. So
he had made a blackberry, kind of a blended brandy.
Okay. Like a home brew?
Yeah.
Like from grapes from the vine on the farm, or
yeah, from the blackberries there on the blackberry bushes.
Okay, and what did he use for the alcohol?
Vodka.
Which is our other sponsor. Thank you.
It was delicious. He also did a.
So that's not really a brandy. That's more of a blackberry vodka. But go ahead. Sorry.
What do they call it?
Speaking of brandy, she is so fine.
Which one? The singer brandy?
From Joe Dirt.
Oh, brandy is hot. Well, she was on the show last week. She was one of the ones I picked for the ring wrestle. Slam ring wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Limoncello. That's the other thing that he made.
With vodka as well?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And it was sugary. It was sweet. It had all kinds of booze in it.
Why didn't you guys invite me? I just keep wondering this.
Well, there wasn't room because I had to take the ladder down for making a diving dock out in the pond.
So the ladder ride's in the passenger seat?
It was in the back half of the journey. And there was just
So you stopped somewhere along the way and picked the ladder up?
No, I picked it up Thursday.
You said it was in the back half of the journey.
Yeah.
What was in the first
I think
half?
a journey's a vehicle.
Oh, okay. The Dodge Journey.
Yes.
I thought when you said journey, when you're traveling somewhere, that's also sometimes known as a journey.
No, I'm talking about the band.
The band? Well, fuck, I didn't know that. I haven't listened all the way through to their second album to see if the back half about the ladder.
Hey, don't stop believing.
I'll never stop believing.
That's pretty good.
Well,
But
he's a Journey fan.
The youngest daughter, she went down with us, and she was in the back seat.
Oh, so you took her,
side.
but not me. That's fine. I get it. Just because
she was holding the ladder, man.
Oh, somebody's got to hold the ladder. Okay.
Yeah, because the hatch was up because we had to go ahead and duct tape everything in. It was a lot like the Beverly Hillbillies, but with a roof on it.
So is your daughter similar to like mine, and she just calls you her sperm donor, or does she call you her dad?
It depends on what I say.
Okay. Listen here, cum creator. They're not here. They're driving by. It might even be on the highway.
Airplanes.
Oh.
But, yeah, it was fantastic.
So the whole family went down, or just one daughter?
Just the one.
The oldest or youngest?
The oldest daughter doesn't like to go. She'd rather stay home with the dogs.
All right. Well, somebody's got to watch the dogs.
Yeah.
And you got to take your wife every once in a while.
Right.
So you had a good time?
Oh, I always do.
You came in, took your shirt off, showed us your sunburn. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Always
welcome.
good to see skin body. Actually, my week's not complete without seeing some portion of Skinman's body. So
Well, I try and put a foot out while we're all doing the show.
TJ, besides going out and eat with me, what did you do since last show?
Not much.
Have we talked about? Can we talk about
We can.
what's going on?
We can.
You quit your job.
Yeah, I'm quitting.
Well, you quit.
Process,
You quit.
process. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you
I did.
quit.
I gave notice that I was quitting. Yeah.
But you're still there. You're one of
I'm
those
still
guys
there.
like me. You're a quitter. And you did the stupid thing like I did as well, where you didn't even take a break in between jobs.
Nope. This is
The difference was that I was at my job for 10 years and didn't take a break. You were at your job for 1 year.
Yep.
But
I didn't. I gave him 2 weeks, but it was like I quit on a Tuesday, so I was like, I'll just stay.
So you're technically doing
2.5 weeks.
You're doing almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much 3 weeks. 1 day short.
I made up my mind.
How much vacation do you have yet? You don't have none yet because you haven't made it to your year.
No, I have 54 hours.
Are you going to use some of it?
No, they're gonna pay it out.
Oh, see, that's
and I have 56 hours of sick pay, but they don't pay that out.
Oh, they don't?
So I have like 100 hours, which is over 2 weeks.
Do you get that much at your new job?
What's
What's the benefits like at the new job? The bennies. You don't know until you get the real job, huh?
Yeah.
So you
Can
just
you use sick days after you've put in your 2 weeks notice?
technically you can. They
I
can't
guess you
stop
could.
you from it.
Because you look like you might have a fever.
I've been feeling a little peakish, I guess, but I can tell you what.
You do. I think they call it gatum.
No, I mean I could take some gay days off if I need to.
Well, yeah, since you self-identify.
Yeah. But
Cis
I can tell you
male.
what, so basically I told my
You look like you have a fever for more cowbell.
maybe so. I told my big boss
Always room for cowbell.
when I quit that I wasn't for sure why.
When you say big boss, do you say he's like a fat fucker or
not like
just
big
like
boss man.
Okay.
He's the senior boss.
Okay,
whatever.
so like your main boss. Okay.
I told him basically the reason why I was quitting is because of the next level up boss.
Yeah. We'll call him Steve.
Yeah. So anyways, he came out to my job site yesterday.
Steve did?
Yeah. And I was like, fuck.
So what do you have to say?
I was like, what do you I just said, what are you doing here?
What's he going to do, fire you?
Yeah. I
Because
said, what are
then
you
they
doing
got to
out
pay
here?
you for the next week.
I said, what are you doing out here? And he was like, oh, well, I thought I'd just come by because I heard that you weren't going to be here anymore because he was on vacation when I quit.
So they may not have actually told him because you don't want the boss to know that everybody's quitting because of him because that would be stupid for business.
I think they are supposed to have some kind of talk with him. But anyways.
I looked back at Skinman like they really should tell him
Yeah.
that, and maybe you should change your way you do things.
I think they were
because the people that aren't watching on video that are just listening, they don't know that I turned around to
Yeah.
Skinman and like gave him the, well, maybe they should look. He knew what I was talking about without
I
even
just
saying
gave
words.
him he was like, well, what are you doing? I was like, I just got a better job.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be a sex worker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna traffic sex
I'm
workers,
gonna work,
but
at
it's similar.
The fucking Rabbit Ranch or whatever, or the
The
Rooster
fucking
Ranch.
chicken ranch.
Chicken Ranch. Yeah.
I guess
We gotta
we
get
know
on
who
there
the
and
slutty
fill
one
out.
is now.
That was actually the only thing I'd written down for today's show was getting on and filling out my chicken ranch application.
So, anyways, I start the 21st. I guess will be my first day. 18th the last day here. So,
have you thought about calling in your first day at the new job?
no.
All
They're
right.
supposed to call me this week and let me know what
Where,
I have to do.
what,
Yeah,
what are
I
you
think
supposed to wear? Do you even know what you're supposed to wear yet?
I read on the thing that it's
Polos?
casual. Yeah, but I think they're gonna give me shirts. I think.
That'll say
Coveralls
Idea
and
Tech.
No shirt.
Yeah.
Is that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the name.
Yeah, I think so.
My wife does work for that company. That's the only reason why.
Yep.
She said everybody she's talked to seems to like it. So,
Yep. Well, we'll find out. I think it's gonna be a really good thing. So.
well, last week was the last week of my first month at my job,
Okay.
and I fully expected they come up to me and go,
You're fired.
"Yeah, like this isn't going to work." Instead, they came and gave me keys and a security code, shirts, cards. So I think they plan on keeping me. So
yeah, I gotta
tricks
get
on
rid of
them.
all that shit. You know.
Do you even have shirts and stuff at your new place?
Yeah, I don't wear them very often, but we have them.
You go in the office wearing like head of the table shirt or
No, I wear like
just like a plain Nike.
Like
Or you don't
lo-
wear Nike because they
I wear
support
just like
cisgenders.
what do you call it? Like fishing shirts.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Just like long sleeve shirts, like I always wear.
Like the one that has like the little flap in the back.
No,
You know what I'm talking about? All the
That's like-
guys. that
those
wear
are
the-
like not short sleeve, long sleeve ones. The ones
Oh,
you can
but-
be out in the sun.
Well, they got long sleeve ones that have that, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys that wear that short sleeve with the flap
yeah.
in the
those
back.
are Magellan shirts. It's
Okay.
a different kind, but yeah.
Are those? Have you ever wore one of those?
I have one.
Are they cool?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
alright.
You got one?
Yeah, they breathe.
Yep.
I thought about wearing
See, they had
mine.
those as one of my options that I could have got one of those, and I was like, God damn it, I thought about getting one.
Yeah. I wear long sleeves outside just to keep the sun off me because
Can we talk about my new hairdo?
Well, you're growing more hair than I've had in the last 10 years.
I started doing this, like, we went and visited one of our big customers, and we were leaving, and I was with, like, our PSSR, which is, like, the road salesman or part salesman, and the guy reached in and said, hey, tell him his hair's standing up. And I reached back out and said, tell him you don't have no hair. Because it's usually bald guys or guys that can't do shit cool with their hair that make fun of it, and I decided to try to be a little more professional, so.
there you go.
Are you excited?
It's too early to be excited yet.
But it's more money. It's a different opportunity. You never in this last year, and I'm sorry if you're listening at the previous place, you never seemed to really like this job.
No, and I told my senior boss, I said, within 2 months I wanted to quit. And I said, and I got another job within the 2 months, and I decided I talked myself out of it.
Yeah, but you didn't want to go work for drug dealers.
Yeah. So anyways, I told him that, and I said, I've been looking ever since, and this is a job I found I wanted. And I didn't even tell you this. Yesterday, I got a call to go work back on the pipeline yesterday.
Did you think about taking it?
No, I just turned him down immediately.
How come? That's way more money.
Because
You like being home now? You getting used to it?
I'm used to it.
You hated it at first. For a guy that said he wanted to be off the road, like 10
big
minutes off
change,
the
man.
road, you're like, holy shit, my wife expects me to be home every night. I got to
Yep.
deal with these kids.
Got to talk to her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's easy when you only see her once a week. It's, like, easy to have conversation, but every night you got to have one.
Yep.
Man. Yesterday was your birthday.
It was.
And you were officially the same age.
What'd you say, 18 days?
18 days we're the same age.
Well, I can tell you what happened was.
This is your last year in your late 40s, or your late 30s, bud.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this morning I woke up, my fucking hip hurt. I text my wife, and she goes, well, you're 41 now.
Yeah,
No wonder why it
yeah.
hurts.
There's not even a question. You didn't even have.
So I took some, took some somas like Hulk Hogan and all the brothers used to take, and some perks. And then
Feeling better?
Yeah, and Coke, and I was good.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of Coke. Yeah.
A little bit of Coke,
The wrestler pain pill diet. Yeah.
That was fine.
And
I thought you were a Mountain Dew guy.
he mixed it in his Mountain Dew. That's how he took it. He crushes it up and mixes it in a fucking 32-ounce Mountain Dew and
I was
get it.
I was ready to rip, brother.
Huh. Well, do we talk politics this show or not?
If you want to.
Let's at least slice over it. The world's gone to shit. We've got two candidates that literally nobody wants to vote for, but somebody forgot how mad they were about the last guy and decided this new guy we're madder about, so let's vote an even older guy that now has a vendetta. You know, it's gotten crazy. 4 indictments since last time we talked. Actually, the night of last show was when it all kind of came out. And it's all January 6th stuff. We haven't even got to the document stuff or the whatever, but we've just got to a point where, and you can call it whatever, they're going after him. I agree. But there's 5 guys that were before him that they would have loved to gone after, both sides, and they couldn't have come up with this much stuff on. So can we just, as people, rule both of them out and pick 2 new candidates to vote on that actually maybe for somewhat give a shit about us? And I know the one guy's a big fan of the show. He's been on the show. I'm at this point, I don't even care. But does it do anything good for the country to go back to 4 years ago? Or does it do any good for the country to stay in the last 4 years? The answer is no, by the way. I don't care what side you're on. The answer is no. So let's get Pence in there. Let's get gay marriage. Fuck, gay marriage is outlawed. You're fucking happy. Transgenders.
No, gays
fucking
can get married all they want. I don't give a fuck about that at all.
Well, I know, but if Pence wins, although
he's a fucking loser. We don't want him. I'd vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. 1,000 times before I'd ever vote for
what about
Pence.
Tim Scott? Have you don't even know a clue who he is?
Is that the dude from fucking
he's the Black
Office?
Republic. No, he's the Black. He looks like the guy from Office.
No, what's his name?
Michael Scott.
Okay.
Tim is a Black Republican from.
Is he on news? Like, is he on Fox News?
Very rarely. He doesn't do a lot. He doesn't get himself out there. But he's a guy actually.
I'd vote for that Arab dude.
He's too extreme, dude. He thinks that.
Oh yeah, he's on stuff.
Is he quite a bit? I don't watch a lot of Fox News, but he's dude. He is the closest to Kasich since Kasich. And I know none of the Republicans like Kasich because he was too middle of the road, which is the name of our show.
It is.
But he was very similar. He wanted to work across the aisles. He wanted to keep government going. He wanted stuff to happen that benefited the country, and nobody wants that.
And this is why I don't vote. I'm merely an observer.
Well,
Anything that happens, it's
well,
on
you're-
you guys.
You're voting for 45, right?
Nope.
Future 47?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
You're a big fan. He did the whole gold toothbrush thing to your answer. I mean, huh.
That
Nope.
was pretty good.
He was. He's got, I'll say he's
When are we having him back on?
soon. Dude, I meant to, I'll have him next show. I haven't got him uploaded to the board, but I've got like 4 messages from him.
Okay.
And it's funny because he calls the main line every time, but he says it's for TJ.
Is TJ there?
Yeah. And
Why don't you just give him my number? It'd make it easier.
It's not as funny.
It's not as funny because
Okay.
he wants your number, and the only thing I have over him right now
Is that
is your number.
Yeah.
That's literally the only
that's a
thing.
good thing to hold over
Yes,
his head.
yes. If he
Speak-
wins
It's
and
a
we
good
get
way
some,
to irritate him too.
if he wins and we get to podcast the inauguration,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll give it to him.
So speaking of former guest on our show, I was watching some stuff on the Liver King.
Okay.
You weren't here for that interview either. He was here.
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
true.
I don't remember what you were doing. I don't know if you had to
I
leave.
think
I think
yeah,
you
I
had
don't
diarrhea
remember
or something. Like that.
yeah. I think I'd eaten too much liver
Yeah.
that week.
Good thing it wasn't too embarrassing.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing too.
I'm a daily diarrhea, so that's not out of the ordinary.
I was watching.
Couldn't stop his poop.
I was watching him on Snapchat. They have little clips of him, and he's always got this giant fucking feast of shit. Like Liver King is eating the fucking this and that and that, and he's actually eating cooked food lately. I've been
Yeah.
watching, and I don't know if he's. This has just been over the last probably 3
Yeah.
days I've watched, but he's sitting there, and he lives in Texas. I'm not sure where. It's hotter than fuck out there, and he's just sitting there sweating. Like you can just see it dripping
Shirt off,
his,
obviously.
Yeah, obviously. He doesn't. I don't think he all he owns is pants. He probably doesn't even wear underwear. I would assume.
No, not the 7 ancestral tenants
because that
don't
makes
let
it
you.
easier to sun your butthole. Is
Yeah,
just
if you want to
pants
get
right off,
closer to your
straight to
ancestral
butthole.
tenants,
Yeah.
then you definitely want,
But anyway, there's no fucking way he eats all this food that they show him.
Well, did you?
Sitting down.
I sent you a thing. It's been months or weeks back, but it was his chef
Yeah.
came on there and was like, he asked him, he's like, yeah, I want this, and he just gives him a chunk of raw liver, and then he's like, yeah, but I want mine cooked, and then he does all this stuff, and it's just like I cook for him. He does not eat what he talks about eating.
He eats probably just a very little bit of it for show.
Well, you've seen him on the Logan Paul show, right?
Yeah.
Where
they said he stinks really
Oh,
bad.
bad. They that whole
He didn't
next
smell
show.
too bad here. A little.
Yeah, but we've got really good aeration in
We
the
do, but
studio because of all the
I smell
smokers.
like a tinge of liberal and gay, but
well, that comes
that's
off
it.
of him sometimes. That comes off of him.
other than that,
He eats liberals and gays, so
Yeah.
that might be
Oh.
why you smell him.
he is what he eats.
Exactly.
I am's what I am.
That's why he usually smells like shit.
Yeah. But and then they showed him he's got like a F-350 dually, and he
Of
was
course he does.
out fucking cutting donuts or cookies or what do you call it, Skinman?
Cutting kitties.
Cutting kitties. So he's out cutting kitties out.
I just call it doing donuts.
That's what I say too. Donuts.
Donuts are delicious.
Yeah, he was out there doing donuts and cutting kitties
Cutting
out in
kitties
his
is
field.
revolting.
And he's like, I'm out here plowing my field. This is how I plow to get the ancestral tenants in here. It's like, we need to have him back on and get this motherfucker straightened out and see how he's looking.
As long as he doesn't plow his wife the same way.
Yeah,
He was just that. That guy
him
that
and his
walks.
wife like fuck on the floor and shit like that. Like
that guy
animals.
that goes around you natty.
You natty,
the,
yeah.
the natty guy.
Yeah.
He caught him out somewhere in public, and then they had this whole little exchange. And he walks up to him. He's like, "You natty," and he's like, "I think you know the answer to that."
Yeah,
And he's like, "Yeah, I think we all have always known the answer to that, but are you going to admit it?"
oh, he's not going to admit that.
He did. He said, "No,
I
I'm
mean,
not natty."
Yeah, I mean, he would have
And
never admitted it until he got
But
busted.
now, then he goes, "But I have been natty the last blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "No."
He hasn't got any smaller.
No, he would shrink up. No,
Yeah.
Instantly. The minute he got off that
it's really
$40,000 a
fast.
month of roids, he would instantly
Yeah.
disintegrate into the 5'3" fucking nerd that he is.
Oh, yeah.
So, That all you have on him?
That's all I have on the Liver King.
Well, first NFL game was last week, and I forgot about it. You texted me and said you were making fun of the best, probably, opening singer of a Hall of Fame game
that was
ever.
Pretty bad.
You were looking for it on social media. Did you find stuff?
Yeah.
Did you?
They said this is why the Cowboys fucking sucked all those years.
Well, but that's just Cowboy haters. But did you?
That's a lot.
That's true. That was pretty much the internet.
Yeah.
No, I actually had.
Who was that Simpson chick that sang at one of the Super Bowls and she was just horrible?
Simpson?
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson, maybe lip syncing or something.
Not
She had nice tits.
not the popular one.
Okay.
Oh,
But it was-
Ashley's her sister.
Yeah, Ashley Simpson.
All right.
And it was, I could sing better than that. And I sing monotone.
It wasn't terrible.
It
but
wasn't,
It wasn't good.
But no, he's
Well,
not
whole,
as.
The whole crowd booed her after
Yeah.
she was finished, which was hilarious.
They gave the reason why, and I missed it. I came into the show right after why he sang it. It was something about he was doing it for like this group of people, like extreme fear people, and that's one of his biggest fears is singing in front of audiences, and so something along those lines. But Emmitt Smith said he did great. I have a thing
Terrified,
from
his
Troy
voice was
Aikman
all
says
cracking.
best ever sung by a ex-Cowboy player.
Okay.
No, it wasn't that bad. The crowd usually lets you know how bad it was.
They ain't going to boo him.
Why? He wasn't in his whole.
Because he'll get up there and whip everybody's ass.
Yeah, but they were in Canton. They were not
They don't.
anywhere in Cowboy country, which
Yeah,
I
but
didn't.
Everybody's there to cheer for Hall of Famers.
And at first I didn't understand why they had him sing, but it's because he was getting inducted that
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Hall of Fame, DeMarcus Ware. He went in as a Cowboy, not as a Bronco, where he won his Super Bowl. Which I get it. He
You
spent
get drafted by the Cowboys?
Yeah, and he spent 12 of his 15 years in the NFL with the Cowboys, or 11 of his 14. So it's football time. My wife's already annoyed with me because I'm watching like NFL Network at
Oh
night
my
just to
God.
catch like Cowboys fucking training camp clips and shit.
Yeah.
And it's more fodder for me. I'm messing around on my phone. I'm doing homework stuff for work, and it's just going. And she's like, "What'd they just say?" She's annoyed with it, but then she'll hear him say it something.
She's just paying a little attention.
So, let's do a Jake Paul update. You got a couple things on Paul. We'll talk about the
We
fight.
got both Pauls. We had a
We
Paul
got Logan.
weekend.
Yeah, let's say it's a Paul-filled weekend. We'll start with the Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight. I know Skinman does not know who won and did not watch any of it, so this will all be news to him.
So
And he
what?
doesn't even know who Jake Paul is. That's what I love about this guy.
I do like that.
That dude, if I
He
could
doesn't know either Paul.
if I could dream to be one person's give a shit about social media and world, it would be this cat right here.
Be pretty nice. Or my dad.
And we could play a video. Dude, that would be great. We call your dad and we call Skinman and we ask like social media type questions.
Yeah.
Only somebody that has some clue of social media, and we see who's actually more up to date. Because I'll bet your dad is more up to date on the
I don't know,
on the jib jab than this cat is.
Unless he's heard it from my nephew or
Or your
something like that.
mom,
Yeah,
or
maybe so.
Yeah, because she's all over. Like Oprah, they talk about fucking Jake Paul all the time.
Oh yeah, she hears about it. Okay, so Jake Paul fought Nate Diaz. What did you
We
think?
had different takes of the fight.
I thought that
So when
Diaz fucked around just too much. He obviously wasn't trying.
I think
But
he
he
was
did get
trying the
rocked.
last 5 rounds.
yeah.
The first 5, I think he thought, like, I'm going to go and outperform this dude. I think just like everybody that walks into a Jake Paul fight, just like Silva did, just like all these guys did, I'm going to go in. This YouTuber is going to, I'm just going to fuck him up.
I honestly think that shit just needs to end. He's not fucking just a YouTuber. The dude hits like a fucking freight train.
But the Tommy Fury thing, I think, even set it back a thing because Tommy Fury's kind of like less than a middle of the road fighter at this point in his career, and Tommy Fury didn't own him, but he controlled the boxing match the entire way through, kind of like Jake did to Diaz. I watched Ariel Helwani, and he talked about how if you just went for strikes and who kind of landed more and looked, Diaz was throwing punches the entire fight, but he hits like a gnat.
Yeah, he doesn't hit hard.
He never has.
Neither did Nick.
Yeah, well, Nick hit harder, I think.
A little bit, but not
and Nick
neither
threw
one.
with more.
It's like annoying, like.
Yeah, but it is. It's kind of like that slap boxing.
It's like slap boxing, yeah.
But he just constantly annoying you until you don't want to get hit no more, and then you'll go to the ground against him, where he then and that's the one thing that Nate Diaz didn't do the last 10 fights in his career was use the ground game that he actually probably could have
Probably
beat
not.
most guys at.
Probably not since the time he beat Connor, really.
Well, that's what I said. He didn't even do it as much then, except when Connor would outstrike him. He was trying to stand and strike with McGregor, who was a better striker than him. And he goes, "Oh yeah, guess what? I'd take him to the ground and beat him up." Mm-hmm. And I think there was about 2 times during that fight.
He said he had him in a guillotine.
Well, that was right at the that was like
end,
the last 15 seconds of the fight or minute or whatever.
And then after the end of that one round, he.
Well, did you see that? Even Paul gave him 2 of the taps for the 3 when he was doing that, and then
I think he clocked him really good in that first round and got him.
Who Diaz clocked?
No, Jake got him pretty good. And
that should have woke him up.
Yeah, it didn't. He just.
But I don't think
he got paid more money for that fight than he got
his entire career.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's going to keep doing this. That's why the next thing we're going to talk about. That's why Logan Paul is doing a fight.
Yep, he's going to fight Dylan Dennis,
which we still haven't figured out who. I think
I've just always heard a lot of bad things about him. Like people hate him, and I know people hated him. I think he's some.
I would have rather him fought. What was the little basketball player that fucking Jake knocked out?
Oh, Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I would rather him fought Nate Robinson at this point than this guy.
I don't know.
Or fight Ben Askew and see if you can knock him out in the first round like, Jake did.
I mean, Logan's never actually won a fight.
And everybody says, that Logan's the better boxer of them.
I don't
know about he doesn't hit as hard. They say he's a better boxer.
I tell you what, though, Logan is a fucking damn good wrestler. Like, he is better.
Well, he did.
Ric Flair said it, and...
Let's finish up the last one, and we'll get back to this. And that was my fault. I crescendoed.
Well, okay, so Jake, I think it was just total domination. He didn't.
I don't know if it was total domination, but it was definitely outboxed, outpowered. Because Diaz was striking the entire fight, and other than those 2 rocks that you talk about, the knockdown and the rock, he really didn't.
I mean, but if you go back and watch highlights. I mean, Nate didn't fucking land anything. 10% of what he was throwing at him.
I think
power wise.
But I think Nate had more punches landed, but power punches it was not even close. And that's kind of Paul's thing. He fights more like a
fights like Tyson.
Kind of. But yeah, he throws some combinations here and there, but he's looking for that kill shot.
Yeah. Well, I told you earlier I watched his documentary on Netflix just last night.
And you fell in love with him from
I
it.
didn't say that. I said that.
You said something about he made me hard or something.
No, I said I feel like I have. He really puts everything he has into it, and the reason why he's so good at it is because he's also the promoter, and he just wears motherfuckers out and talks all that shit, and he's doing that and the fight at the same time.
Well, he's got a promoter still, though, because his promoter came out before this, and the guy said...
That guy's just some scumbag.
Yeah, but he came out and said if he doesn't win this fight, he might hang him up.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking douche.
Well, anybody that is a promoter in boxing is...
De La Hoya's not a douche.
De La Hoya's a super douche.
He's super cool, bro.
He's super douche. I mean, name a promoter that's cool.
Jake Paul, I guess.
And he's not. I mean, he's a douche.
Kind of, but he's a douche on purpose.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. He does what he does to make, and he just keeps getting richer doing it.
Yep.
Although they did say he probably made more money off of his YouTube and that stuff and got hit way less. But
yeah.
Oh, he's just racking in the bank. Both of them are. All right, so now we can go to Logan.
So Logan's
SummerSlam.
Fight Dylan Dennis.
Well, you wanted to move right on
to SummerSlam. He's fucking good, man. Him and Ricochet had a
Skinman, did you watch SummerSlam?
No.
I didn't figure.
They had a hell of a match, and then he jumped on a plane. They were the opening match. He jumped on a plane to make it from Detroit to Dallas to make it for his brother's fight.
That's the only part of the wrestling I did watch. I watched a couple minutes, and I actually meant to leave it on, but then they had UFC going on, which were some good matches. They had boxing going on, which were some pretty decent boxing even before. There was one chick fight on there that had me. It was an awesome chick fight. But they talked about that right when he left, and Logan had petitioned and actually took a cut in his pay to be the first fight because they didn't have him originally scheduled to be the first fight, so he could hop a plane and get from where to Detroit? Is that where?
Detroit to Dallas.
Detroit to Dallas. So in a drive-wise, that would be what, 15-hour drive, 12-hour?
Pretty far.
12-hour drive?
From one end of the country to the other.
Okay,
Detroit's
we'll
like
call
right-
it we'll call it a 26-hour drive.
Detroit's on the Canada border, basically.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You ever been to Detroit? I have.
No, God damn it, I would never go to Detroit.
You go across there's a lake. You go across the lake and you're in Canada.
Yeah, you know what that lake's called?
What is
The
it?
Great Lakes.
It's one of the Great Lakes.
No, I don't know what that
Lake
one.
Michigan.
Lake Michigan. Duh. It's
Yeah.
in Michigan.
But
Why would you not know that?
You can go on. I think it's actually Lake Ontario.
Oh, I thought Lake Ontario would be on the Colorado
But when
side.
you go in there, you go in there into Canada. It's Ontario Mills right there.
Okay.
But anyway, so he caught a plane. But Ric Flair said he thinks that Logan Paul is better or just as good as 70% of the wrestlers there. He's just insanely athletic. And Spade was texting me during it. I actually hadn't even started
He
watching the
pisses
match.
regular wrestlers off.
Yeah, he goes,
Well, they don't think he works, but he works.
yeah, he just goes, there's no fucking reason in the world that he should be this good. And he is. And he probably doesn't even put 10% effort
He's a
into it.
freak
fucking
athlete, dude.
And that's what Spade was saying. He goes, just because he's a freak athlete doesn't mean he should be good at this. Like, he's got it down. Just
oh, yeah.
because.
There's some things you watch and you're kind of like, well, if he did a little more practice. But, I mean,
Yeah, he just doesn't sell that well. But
that's why he does the over-the-rope stuff, the high-flying
Yeah.
stuff, that stuff. And that's what a lot of the guys that don't have that arm drag and the technical wrestling down end up spending a lot of time doing. And he nails it, man.
he's really good.
And he, like you said a couple shows ago, and maybe even off air, he holds the phone better than anybody while
He
he's
does.
getting rocked.
I don't know how he does that, but he does very well at that.
So he ended up winning his match at SummerSlam
Mhm.
against Ricochet. Where does that put him?
I don't know what he's going to do now. I mean, unless he's going to commit full time to it, he can't really win a belt.
But he keeps showing up because he even shows up for, he showed up for, is he on Raw or SmackDown? He's been showing up throughout the week
Raw.
for shows.
Yeah.
I mean, not like
Just leading in.
Yeah, but he showed up for I think 2 weeks in a row
Yeah.
before the ladders thing. I haven't seen him on since. Actually, yeah, he was. He was on, and him and Ricochet had a thing because Ricochet jumped him in the ring and whooped his ass right before this match.
Yeah. So I think he's going to be probably on a break till the next pay-per-view they bring him back for, whatever that is. But obviously he's going to be training for this fight because this is supposed to
Did
be...
he ruin your boy, the punter's career? Because he's so fucking good when he just shows up.
McAfee?
He makes McAfee look like...
He hasn't been back because of the show, his show, and then college football. Let's see.
Well,
here.
college football hasn't been going on.
October 14th is when he's supposed to fight.
The boxing match?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said he might be out of WWE for a while getting ready for that. And they've
Maybe
showed...
be back for Survivor Series.
What's crazy is they've showed him rolling with like Azante or whatever his name is and Volkanov or whatever his name is. They've been showing like him working out with those guys, the same pair that Musk is working out, or not Musk, that Zuckerberg's working out with. So I thought maybe like you did, he was going to make his PFL debut or do some MMA stuff.
Dana told him he could fight in the UFC if he wanted to.
I think he finally said Jake too, but Jake signed that big deal with PFL, and that ain't happening.
And he says, we're going to run it back for $10 million UFC. I mean, he fought Nate in UFC. It'd be probably not good for him. But, who knows?
Yeah, it's hard to say because as soon as he went to the ground, but although I've seen him rolling and like wrestling and doing some stuff, I think he's been working on that. But I think Logan will be the better MMA fighter if you ask me.
Yep.
What else Paul news do you have?
That's all Paul news.
Skinman, do you have any Paul news?
Do you have any?
No.
Just like a random guy Paul you ran into or anything?
I have something on the Miami Marlins.
Okay. Before we do a full, was that your SummerSlam update, or are we going to do a full SummerSlam update?
Cody beat Brock. That they're over with. Brock's not going to come back till next year.
So they've now three main
times.
events, and he's 2 out of 3?
2 out of 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What else? Your boy Roman won.
Yep.
And
Jimmy turned on Jay.
Did he actually hit him, or did he?
Oh, yeah. Pulled him out of the ring, super kicked.
I don't get it.
He was dressed like an all. It was kind of funny. I watched this deal on TikTok today, and they're like, the signs have all been there. They show Roman saying, Jimmy, you can't be the tribal chief when you're a twin. Or Jay, you can't be the tribal chief when you're a twin. And he goes, what are you going to do? You can't.
Did he cut his hair or change himself?
He had cornrows.
And they did talk about, I just seen an interview with those two, and their ultimate dream is a WrestleMania.
That would be awesome.
That's what they're setting up.
I mean, Jeff and what's his name? Matt Hardy did at WrestleMania.
Those two sucked.
These two
They
will
were
be
big back then.
These two will be a lot better than that.
Although Jeff and Matt Hardy are the two dudes that they have a fan base like I've never experienced for the fact that, I mean,
they get to juggalos and juggalettes.
Okay, that makes sense. And he does the heavy metal now. Okay.
But that was the only matches I remember.
Bianca lost.
No, Bianca won.
Charlotte Flair lost to.
It was a triple threat. Asuka,
Okay.
Charlotte, and Bianca. Bianca got the pin. Then that other Asian chick that's with Bailey come out and cashed her Money in the Bank in on her.
And she's the champion now.
So she was Bianca.
Bianca was for 10 minutes or 2 minutes.
Yeah, probably about 3 minutes total by the time she come out there. Bailey come out with that big old booty, fucking just swinging around.
That dude booty that you're into.
Bailey's booty is not a dude booty.
Well, I mean, she's a dude with a big booty.
I guess.
I did see a hot picture of your other girl. She went all blonde again for a minute.
Maurice?
No, your dark-haired freak that you're into.
Oh, fucking
Mommy.
Mommy?
Yeah, they had a picture of her
That's
all
probably just
blonded out.
like a wig or something like that.
Oh, man, she looked pretty deep. She looked like if she had an OnlyFans, she'd be the third one I pay for.
Let's just go ahead and do this right now. Who's your number one chick? Any genre, anyway. Excluding our wives, because we all know our wives are our true number ones, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Sarah and Amy, right? Those are our number ones.
Sarah,
right?
Sarai, and Amy.
Yeah. So, besides that,
Well, you know who mine is.
Brittany still?
Yes.
Okay, Jesus. Skinman?
Actually, I seen a fucking Stacy Keebler freaking kickback today.
No, current. You got to go off of current, what they look like right now.
I got hard at work today looking at some Stacy Keebler stuff, and I'm sitting by an old dude, and he's like, "Dude, it almost looks like you're titching a pint, you know?"
He's like, you want me to take care of that for you, bud?
Friends take care of friends, you know?
Skinman?
I wasn't prepared for this line of questioning.
Yeah, but who gets you? I mean, but like mine used to be Carmen Electra.
Now, let me explain something in this thing. When I do my number one, I'm talking overall. Like I have girls, I explain to my wife, guys have girls that they want to fuck, at least I do, and they have girls that they want to marry.
I want to play like Scrabble with them and stuff, but I get you.
But that would be in your marry girl.
Okay. Well,
so
that's my
when
version
I'm like,
of fucking.
this girl is like my marry girl, which would be like Carrie Underwood type category.
What?
But
that bitch fucking will cut your fucking. She'll key your fucking Jeep.
As long as they
she'll
don't
cut
cheat on
your
her, she'll be
seats
fine.
up.
My other Mary would be like Elaine from Seinfeld if we're picking like
What?
back chicks.
She's a bitch.
Elaine on Seinfeld?
Yeah, she's a super bitch.
Nah.
Oh my God! Name a relationship that worked out with her on Seinfeld.
Elaine was petty. Yeah. I'm just
She's
saying
a
that
bitch.
she's the marrying type for me.
How?
Because I love her.
I don't understand.
But my
that.
number-
That's way more
my
fucked
number-
up than my Britney one, by the way.
My number one would be Margot Robbie.
She'd be my number one bang, not Mary.
Yeah. She's not in the Mary category.
But she's got to dress up as fucking Harley Quinn, right?
Or the chick from Wolf of Wall Street. She could be that. I don't really care for the Harley Quinn. I don't like that.
Really?
Now, and I hate like that Brooklyn accent, but
Oh man,
on her and fucking Wolf of Wall Street, it
she's
does
pretty
for me.
good whore in that, man.
Yeah, and then
What'd you think of Barbie?
I haven't seen it yet.
What? You bullshit. You were
We
going
were
out.
going to take the kids to it, but
Take the kids to it.
Belle and Bristol saw it with their nana, and then my kids.
They took
seen
their
it too.
grandma to that?
Yeah, their nanny took them to their grandma. Their grandma.
Of course, their grandma's like 4 years older than me. So.
Their grandma took them to go see Cocaine Bear, so they had already seen that too. So she's cool, man.
Who's your number one
He's
chick?
Googling her.
I think Mary Ramsey is the singer for 10,000 Maniacs.
Hold on, I gotta get a. Let me Google this. Mary Ramsey.
Yeah.
Never heard of her. I see Dave Ramsey. Are those the same people?
No, I think they're very different people. Actually, one's a guy and one.
She
is.
plays violin.
I don't think so.
Well, that's who I'm getting for Mary Ramsey.
What's the band you said?
10,000 Maniacs.
She looks
Here,
super
hold on.
old.
10,000 Maniacs. Yeah, she does play the violin.
Yeah,
She's like a Sarah Palin looking. So would Sarah Palin be like your?
she's too skinny.
Yeah, how could she be your?
Hey, you like thickness? I thought
Yeah, I was expecting like Lizzo or something, and she's been in the news lately.
this chick kind of looks like the whore wife from fucking Walking Dead. Like, she looks like a fucking skeleton in this
15
picture.
years ago, I agree with you. Like this picture here. Here, let's see if I can fix this so TJ can keep going. Is that your one?
Sorry, we're like, this is his take. We shouldn't be.
You're the one critiquing everybody.
I'm just saying, she looks like a fucking Skeletor. Whatever happened to her, you think?
Who, Skeletor?
Yeah,
I don't know who you're talking about.
from Suburban.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
Right there. Tell me she doesn't look like she hasn't had a sandwich in a fucking year or so.
Like that right there. That's pretty decent looking.
This
Like
who we're talking about?
Would it have to be Jewel?
Ooh, that's
She's
not
pretty-
a bad one.
yeah.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad one.
Jewel's very sexy.
I could get
With
onto
the-
that.
with the mangled tooth.
Who cares? What
No,
her teeth
that's
look like?
actually I like her better before she got her teeth fixed.
Yeah.
All right. That's not a bad one. I really was expecting like
Oh, and my other one would be Maurice.
who's that?
She's married to the Miz.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, she has
He
got.
works-
I thought you were
fucking
into
thick-
the man.
Yeah, Maurice. He works down at Quick Trip.
I thought you were talking about the man.
No, I'm
The
talking about-
redhead man that you're into.
Oh, Becky Lynch? No, Maurice.
All right. She's pretty smoking.
The
Yeah.
Dorothy Lynch.
She reminds me
She's
a
hot
lot
as
of Cutler's wife.
Oh, Kristen Cavallari?
Yeah.
Oh, she was on Star Wars.
She's not that thick, though.
Yeah.
Maurice got a lot hotter once Miz got with her. That's for goddamn sure. Because look, back then, that never did it for me.
Oh, that does it for me.
I don't like that shit. I like the thickness.
Does she have a kid?
Yeah, they've got 2 kids.
All right. Well, then that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a worn out
Go ahead and
vajayjay.
click on that turquoise there.
This one?
Yeah.
He just wants to get. That's not. I
That's
like
not-
that. That looks a lot like my other one, which would be Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton's good looking. Christina Aguilera.
She's the only chick without boobs that I'm into.
Yeah. So, anyways, if our wives are listening, these are after our wives. These are fantasy.
Honey,
picks.
if you're listening, these are current for me.
I mean, these are our reaches that if something happened to happen.
My
to our
hall
wives.
pass went from 1 to like 26 lately. Like, listen, if there's a chance, and I'm naming ones all out of my league, but
I wouldn't fuck Dana Brooke with your dick though.
who's that?
Right, her.
Why?
She's nasty, dude.
What?
Yeah.
She looks a lot like somebody I know that I went to dinner with this
Yeah, it was a
weekend.
dude.
I only went to dinner with 2 people this weekend.
She doesn't look anything like my wife at all. They have blonde hair.
Why would you assume that? Skinman, can you do your Marlin story? I got to step out real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Casey's got pee.
News.
The Miami Marlins are selling $5 hamburgers to celebrate trade acquisition Jake Burger.
Jake Burger.
Yes. The Miami Marlins put together a whopper of a promotion. I see what they did there. To
Oh.
welcome trade deadline acquisition Jake Burger, the Marlins celebrated the slugger and his appetizing last name by offering $5 hamburgers for their game Wednesday against the Philadelphia Phillies. Burger, a power-hitting infielder, was acquired from the Chicago White Sox shortly before Tuesday's trade deadline. Miami hopes they can provide a jolt to the lineup after he slugged 25 homers for the White Sox, tied for 9th in the majors entering Wednesday.
$5 hamburgers. I wonder how much money
I wonder
a regular
how
hamburger
thin
is.
those are.
Oh shit, they're like half burgers. They
I'm-
took them and cut them in half.
I'm picturing like the Big Chief notebook paper, and you fold that in half, and that's how thick
Yeah.
that burger is, but just as wide.
Why'd they have to be the Miami Marlins? I liked them better when they were the Florida Marlins. Are you out there talking to your dogs? Dog's wife. You say, hey, babe, we're in here talking about.
Well, I
chicks
told
we
her
were-"
that last week you said I was on too many Delta 8, so I was going to try to alleviate this weekend. And she goes, I walked outside and she said, drink too much?
She asked knowingly.
Yes, she knew
She knows.
when I mixed the first one up and drank it in one drink. She knew the answer to that.
She knows.
So what was the Miami Marlins story about? I sent it to you, I know.
$5 burgers.
Yes, burgers for burgers.
Yeah,
That was my favorite.
They didn't mention how thick these burgers were.
Well, he's a thick burger, so
I bet they weren't on that bun.
Who just signed the Lions? Signed Teddy
Lions,
Bridgewater
yeah.
because golf's been sucking it up in training camp. They said.
That's what they say. That's what people say.
Well, golf's always sucked.
Do you think there's something wrong with Taylor Swift? Like she has like a
Autism,
mental problems?
stinky pussy or something like that?
Nope.
She's got all that money and she can't keep a dude at all.
Well,
There's-
she's fucking high maintenance, bro. And she
know,
goes
but-
after only famous dudes. She don't date regular dudes.
I think that last dude she was with wasn't super famous.
I bet she's banging the pool boy, though.
I don't know.
I
There's
think-
got to be something wrong with her.
Yeah, she farts a lot or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's like.
Could you
just
put
got,
up
like-
with it? I'm not attracted to her.
think she's pretty.
She looked better lately than she did when she was 15, but
Good God.
but I'll put this.
Look at that. What? That's a website?
I'll put this. She was not one of the ones I was waiting to turn 18. You know that list of the weirdo dudes that
Yeah.
are waiting on girls to turn 18? She was never on my list.
Why don't you read some of these for us?
So what do celebrity stinky vajayjays smell? I would have guessed, yes, Angelina Jolie had one of the stinkiest because she doesn't do the shower. She wore blood around
Yeah,
her
but
neck.
what's it say?
Angelina Jolie's pussy smells better than Jennifer Anderson's. What? Who says? How do they know this? Who,
It's number one.
is this a Brad Pitt thing?
Yeah.
Beyonce's pussy smells more like mayonnaise stuffed into the inside of an old catcher's mitt.
Now this is news.
There we go.
Of bullshit. Britney Spears' pussy smells like it spent matches
Tonsil stones.
and tonsil stones. I don't get that.
Like spent matches, like burnt
But I love the
matches.
smell of matches.
Well, that's what they
What do
think
tonsil stones smell like,
I
though?
don't know. I guess stinky.
Cher's pussy smells like Romano cheese and Colonial Williamsburg.
That's Colonel.
Oh, well, either way. No, that was Colonial.
Colonial, yeah.
I know how to read Colonial. Emma Watson's pussy smells like hot apple cider, old books, and
Hagrid's dick.
Hagrid's
cheese.
dick cheese. See,
What's
hot
that?
apple cider and old books, I'm
That wouldn't be
okay
too
with.
bad. I don't know what Hagrid's.
I don't know what
dick cheese
Hagrid's
is.
dick cheese
There
is.
we go.
Hagrid was the character off of the Harry Potter.
Okay.
Okay, see, I've never watched Harry Potter. We should have the kids there for that reference. If you're listening, kids, you get the reference. Jennifer Aniston's pussy smells like camping fuel and regret. Jennifer Lopez's pussy. This is the list I'm reading that he's putting on there. Jennifer Lopez's pussy smells like New York sidewalk after rain. She's just Jenny
that's-
from the block.
That's got to be a lie.
I think she smells more like Jenny from the cock.
Like garbage.
Oh man, I used to have a thing for Jessica Simpson. She was the hottest for about a 8-year period.
She was
dude.
pretty hot.
Oh
like
my
Dukes
god,
Hazzard.
Jessica Simpson's pussy smells like orphan's belly
That's
button.
Oprah's belly button,
Ooh, that's even hotter.
Orphans.
And Cheetos with.
which is redundant. So it's the same smell.
Well, then that's not a bad smell though. Would you, if you went down on a chick and it was Cheetos?
I think that'd be pretty stinky.
What?
I don't want. Yeah, you don't.
You
want
don't
to
want
smell that.
freaking a beautiful cheesy dessert. Justin Bieber's pussy smells like mint and Usher's man juice. I don't like that they used an under 18 picture of him in this.
He
though.
looks like an everyday lesbian that you see in Wichita.
If you were into lesbians, though, that would be the one you would be into,
Yeah.
though.
Justin Bieber's pussy.
Smells like mint and Usher's man juice. Oh,
Okay.
don't you pick. Kate Middleton's pussy smells like Chateau Lafayette Rose. I don't know.
Oh my God, he just spoke French.
Rothschild 1974 and tuna water.
You could have just said tuna water. I don't know what
Yeah.
the rest of that
Oh.
reference. Oh, Katy Perry. She's got to be. Katy Perry's
I would
pussy
think that
smells
would-
like cheesecake and fairy dust. That's actually a really good compliment.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Kesha.
Yeah.
Kesha's pussy smells like baby's dirty diaper stuffed with Indian food. It's Bigfoot's dick.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Kim Kardashian's pussy smells like vinegar and Magic Johnson's T cells.
Smells like fucking sickle cells.
I apologize for this this segment on the show. It is definitely very R.
Yeah.
I don't even, who is that chick?
Kirsten Stewart from Twilight.
There we go. Kristen Stewart's pussy smells like the inside of Dracula's coffin. I don't know what that would smell like, though.
Because she's in.
Oh, I know, but I don't know what that would. I'm just trying to think. Would that be a dead smell?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
A lot of ash.
God, I'll bet hers
And
smells like
dirt.
dudes.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga's pussy smells like wet garbage, roof tar, and her dick. Yes.
That's a horrible picture of her.
No, that's the best picture I've ever seen of her.
Oh, there you go.
Lindsay Lohan's vagina, sorry, we should have fixed this a long time
Yeah.
ago, smells like cigar spit and Insane Clown Posse concert. That's Fago and cigars, I'm in.
Yeah.
Madonna's pussy smells like crab meat and Rosie O'Donnell's under tit. I don't imagine that's too bad. Megan Fox's pussy smells like cabbage water and Nicole Kidman's soul dead.
Yeah. Okay.
That's worse than Dracula's coffin. Miley Cyrus's pussy smells like what dreams are made of and fresh cut strawberries.
That's nice, I guess.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, I think that's why she's 19. Oh, my God.
Did you see that Nicki Minaj threw? Is that her? I think, or no? It was Cardi B threw her mic at the guy.
Yeah.
Don't throw a drink on Cardi B. Nicki Minaj's vagina smells like LeBron's mom after a night with his teammates. I don't know what that means.
Black guys come.
I
is what
know.
that means.
I knew what it meant. Well, he has a white teammate. It could be. You're talking about Austin Rivas.
No, LeBron when he played for the Cavs.
Okay, that was all blacks.
When,
they had love there.
What's that dude that it's homeless now that fucked his mom?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
He's super
Yeah,
light skinned.
yeah. They talk. He was just tried to make a comeback for a while.
Do you want to keep going? I mean, this is a pretty
go
long
back up
list.
to the hot list right there? Nope, go down.
Paris Hilton?
Paris Hilton's pussy smells like Saturday night at a busy brothel in Thailand.
So like Lady Dick and
Yeah,
something
skip
else?
past Rihanna. I don't care about her. There
That's
we
not
go.
Rihanna. That's it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Sarah Palin's vagina smells like Nancy Grace's face looks like shit. Selena Gomez's vagina smells like taco farts and flamingo vomit. I don't imagine that's true.
Yeah, I don't think so. And she's put on some thickness to her. Oh, here we go. There's our answer.
All right, Taylor Swift's vagina smells like hard-boiled eggs and unicorn froth.
What's froth?
I'm going to
It's,
say it's cum.
When you're like frothing at the mouth, it's like you just went ahead and threw in a Alka-Seltzer in your mouth, but no water.
I don't agree with some of
And you
those.
look
and
like a mad dog.
It makes me mad.
I think the Justin Bieber's pussy was
That
my
one was
favorite
pretty good. That one was pretty good. We're almost over with the show already, and we
Oh
haven't
my
even
God.
got started yet. So, real quick, and I started off the show before we got on air asking this: what would your last meal be? And I didn't. This was a stumble across thing, and of course the story won't even pull up now. There we go.
You asked.
Skinman,
Yeah,
what would your last meal be?
That's the shrimp boil with all the fixins.
But who would make the shrimp boil? Just any shrimp boil?
Well, I can make a shrimp boil.
Well, but if you're on like death row or
You
you're
have to
dying of
time it
cancer,
right,
you don't get to
because
pick.
You start with the sausage.
Just say a black person
and
makes it
then
for you,
go
please.
Yeah, but
to
not a
the
black. A
potatoes.
coon-ass is different.
Then you throw in
No,
the
you
corn.
can't say coon-ass on this show.
A coon-ass is not a black person.
What is it?
A coon-ass is a fucking white person from Louisiana.
Well,
I don't
it's- It's a Louisiana redneck.
But it's
is
got to
what
have.
I was told.
It's got to have orange soda in it.
Nope.
No.
What?
Nope.
Every-
Lots of spices.
But the orange soda is is what they use. All of them use.
No coon-ass uses orange soda and a
Red
shrimp
pepper.
ball.
Oh man.
You ain't never spent no time with a coon-ass. I've worked
Red
with lots
pepper,
of
black
coon-asses.
pepper, white pepper.
I don't think you understand the term.
I don't think you understand the term of a coon-ass.
coarse
I
salt.
got probably 30 fucking coon-asses in my phone right now.
But
We call one of them.
But
That
they-
little bitty phone, how'd they all fit in there?
They
Use
fucking...
use a shoehorn?
You can fold up a coon-ass into real tight pieces and...
I still think
them
you're
in phone.
overstepping the boundaries because in the derogatory terms, just type in Urban Dictionary coon.
No,
No.
not coon. Coon-ass.
Okay, we'll type that in.
Person of typical Acadian descent that grew up in rural areas of what is known as Acadian.
Coon-ass is a vulgar slang for something Cajun.
It's Cajun.
See, what's that word right there by your
Well, it
thing?
says African American, so that's coon, but it's not saying coon ass.
Hold on, yeah, I know, but that's where I'm saying. Just be careful with your terms on
I'm
the show.
telling you, every
I know
coon-
what your version of it is,
I
but
tell
what
you,
the
every
the
person
world's
I know
version.
from Louisiana, they say I'm a coon ass.
Huh? Really?
Yep. And if you're north of a certain point, you're a different kind of coon ass.
TJ does not mean anything derogatory by that. He's talking about white people, okay?
Yeah.
I know we've talked about pussies all show, well, the last 20 minutes of the show, but
Right here. Acadian Cajun resource.
I just still don't know what Acadian means.
I don't know what that means either, but a Kunas is somebody from Louisiana.
All right, a white dude from Louisiana and TJ's.
It's like our redneck is what a Kunas is, except for they're from Louisiana.
So what would your last meal be?
I don't know. I mean, like yesterday was my wife was like, "Where do you want to go for your birthday?" I was like, "Nothing really sounds that great." I guess hibachi.
See, mine would be some sort of breakfast.
Yeah,
I'm a huge breakfast fan. It would probably be like scrambled eggs, pancakes.
Olive Garden's still one of my favorites.
Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Italian Garden, I'm in. If they bring back an Italian, I would actually make them build an Italian Garden.
Well, you'd have to build a time machine first.
Italian Garden kicked Olive Garden's ass, and Fazoli's is better than both.
You just like their breadsticks.
No, I think their pasta's better. I think their salsas are better. I mean, I will pick Fazoli's over Olive Garden 97 out of 100 days.
Wow. Yeah, you like pizza from Zoli's.
No, I don't eat their pizza at all. I do their.
You used to.
We went for lunch because it was fucking $1.99.
Now that thing's $6.99.
Yeah, now I.
Do you like the Mediterranean food?
That's not bad. I'll do what's that?
Go to Meddy's.
Yeah, Meddy's is pretty darn good. You do
I
some
won't
stuff.
eat that
Dude,
place.
they got some freaking chickpea stuff there that is killer, man.
Well, that just tastes like hummus.
Well, if you do it right, it tastes like. Well, I'll tell you what. Timothy McVeigh's last meal was
Cock meat sandwich, I'm sure.
If I didn't close it down, he asked for 2 pints of chocolate chip ice cream as his final meal. Victor Fergner, I don't know who that is. A famous
The, Swedish chef's brother.
I was gonna say he's actually a famous murderer.
Oh, good for him.
He asked for a single olive with a pit for his final meal.
The fuck?
I think these were kind of guys that were just, effing the system. Gary Carl Simons Jr., a grocery store butcher and drug addict. His final meal request was 2,900 calorie meal consisting of pizza, Doritos, McDonald's Friends, strawberry shake, and ice cream. And he didn't finish it before they killed him.
Don't them guys probably shit their pants big time when
I know. I think that's why some of them do
Trying
it.
to make a mess.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to teach you boys. That Timothy McVeigh was lactose intolerant. Let everybody know he's shit.
Yep.
He shit out of his diaper up his back like our kids used to do.
Philip Workman, one day before his execution, Workman asked that a large vegetarian pizza be given to a homeless person in Nashville instead of having his last meal. The prison refused his request, but many others across Tennessee still followed through with his wishes and brought hundreds of pizzas to local homeless, which they turned down because it was vegetarian.
Okay. Or cheese pizza.
No, I think he did the veggie pizza.
Oh, fuck that.
Gerald Lee Michael. In 2011, Georgia resident Gerald Lee Michael asked for a complete supper like others instead of requesting the assortment of bag of Jolly Rancher sweet. Oh, he didn't ask for a meal. He requested an assortment of a large bag of Jolly Rancher sweets.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just trying to make a
These
mess.
were supposed to be like killers, but I don't know none of them. Peter J. Miniel Minel. The 42-year asked for 20 beef tacos and a beef enchilada,
That dude
2
shit his
double
pants like none
cheeseburgers, a jalapeno pizza, and fried chicken.
He's just trying to paint the walls. Is all
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah, and that's his picture.
Oh, good for him.
So that looks like something that guy would have ordered. Lance Russell Brewer. Lawrence Russell Brewer, strangest of death row inmates, asked for an exorbitant meal. 2 chicken fried steaks with gravy, drenched onions. You wouldn't eat that. Bacon cheeseburger, triple meat with all the fixings on the side. 1 cheese omelet loaded with ground beef, tomatoes, onions, bell. You couldn't eat anything he had.
And an ounce of pot.
Yeah. So those were
Sprinkle it on
some
the
of the
top.
strangest last meals. I actually had the That was the wrong list. That was the 9 strangest meals. I had 25 strangest meals from death row inmates, and that's the one I meant to select, but we didn't.
Oh, we can save that for next week.
Yeah, so that'll be for next week. I got to verify that I'm a human on this one. Which one's a kangaroo? That one's a kangaroo. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. There was one on here that made me... Ted Bundy's last meal. What would you guess Ted Bundy would have for his last meal?
Something gay.
Ted Bundy did not have the usual last meal request. He declined a special meal.
War attempted to bottle the spring water. The natives cursed the area.
I don't know.
Fast forward several years later,
What is that?
and 4 different hotels built near the springs have
Oh, that's I know what that is.
Many people believe that
That's on my phone.
Oh, fuck.
Been watching a documentary on spring water?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was just 2 dudes just fucking going at it?
Railing.
Casey, what have you been watching? Nothing, man.
Bundy was given the standard last
don't
meal,
load
a
my
medium rare steak, eggs over easy, hash browns, toast, butter, jelly, milk, and juice.
Breakfast.
And he did not eat it.
No, he didn't eat it. What a
Nope.
douche.
So Ted
He's
Bundy,
a fucking prick, yeah, anyways.
yeah, Ted Bundy said, "Fuck your last meal. I kill my own."
Yeah.
What if somebody said I wanted to hunt and kill my own?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, fucking, I won't want to chase one of you guards down and fucking eat your butt. That's what he was really wanting.
Rob, you're up.
Yeah.
We probably need to cut off pretty quick. You know, you had a couple things, I had a couple things, and he still had at least one more story. Ghost guns are not what I thought they were. I keep hearing about ghost guns. Apparently, these are the guns that you can buy unassembled and pre-assemble them, and they're not traceable.
Phantom
And
bullets.
the Supreme Court just held up a decision to kind of keep fighting back on them because apparently you can get online and buy 5 pieces of a gun and
Put it
none of them
together
are
yourself.
serialized and put it together yourself and then go out and shoot people and or protect your family, whatever you do
Or
with
whatever,
guns, you know. But I don't know why you would want an unserialized one if you were just protecting your family.
I don't know. Don't know, guy.
Because I haven't filed none of mine. They don't know what my serial is. They just know who the maker is if they find it because I didn't file none of mine.
Maker's Mark.
Ooh, that's a horrible... You like Maker's Mark?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah. He
You
brought
like-
some in the other day.
He did. Have you ever had it?
I'm sure, back in the day.
The only time I've ever had it, my buddy brought it over. Well, I've had it twice. On rocks, way better than hot.
Yeah.
He brought it out of his trunk, and we didn't have no ice.
Yeah,
And that was horrible.
you want to avoid that pocket temp.
Oh my God, it wasn't even pocket temp. It was Kansas August temp,
Gross.
which is much above room temperature. So
It's 101 in the shade.
Yeah. But did we want to do Uncle Joe's story this week, or we want to wait till next week?
Let's do
Skin Man,
next
you
week.
decide.
Let's do it next week.
Do it next
Okay.
week. What do you got? You got anything before we go?
I shut everything down.
What about our questions?
Oh yeah.
Did we get to those?
No, we did
No,
not.
Skinman's questions.
Skin Man last show asked Stevie. Well, actually, he asked the guys from the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast some questions. Stevie V this week did a show by himself, so he answered the questions. And
What's he called that? Is he called the Stevie
nope,
V
it's still
show?
the Three Wheel Bicycle
It's not
podcast.
like-
He's
it's not
riding
like
the Three Wheel Bicycle by himself.
It's not like the Connie G show or anything
Nope,
like that.
he doesn't do that. He might eventually once he runs all of his friends off and decides that
He's a
if you
god.
don't come down here to do a show with me, I'm not doing a show with you.
Okay.
Then he might do it the
Just
Stevie
curious
V
if
show.
they're the same.
Right now, it's still those guys. Oh, sorry, it's still the Three Wheel Bicycle
Okay. All
podcast.
right. Yeah. Sorry, there's confusion.
One of Skinman's questions was, "What age did you find like your genre of music?"
Okay.
And he said, "I don't know. It
Good
was
answer.
somewhere around the crisscross or outlaw country era.
Okay.
He doesn't like
Well,
to-
Outlaw Country's on Sirius XM. Oh,
he doesn't like new country, but he likes the outlaw country. And I
Okay.
don't know what would that be.
I guess 90s.
Would that be like
country.
Travis Trent and like
yeah.
No, it'd
And-
be like
what's the guy from Oklahoma? He's got a restaurant
Blake
we ate
Shelton?
at. No, we ate at his fucking restaurant. Toby
Keith?
Like-
Keith's fucking bar and grill. Remember we ate there and I was sick as shit?
like Hank Williams.
Yeah, we stopped
Jr.
on the way down to fucking Dallas on our thing. We stopped
like
at
70s.
Toby Keith's bar and grill. You don't remember that? That's the only thing I remember from that trip because I could still drink and eat at that point.
Yeah, I don't
70s
remember.
countries is the
Outlaw country.
Okay.
Favorite, he asked him, what was his favorite band? I misheard it when he was first reading it. It's not Whitesnake.
Oh, it's not Whitesnake.
No, he was trying to name some Whitesnake songs, but he did not get to his
Living on the Edge is a Whitesnake song.
There you go. He named like 4 songs that were not Whitesnake and then said, no, it's not Whitesnake, but Casey was close, but he didn't tell us the band.
Okay.
His favorite bit from the show is just when him and Josh and freestyle at the beginning of the show when they're just spitting their shit.
Yep.
That's his bit. And then his favorite dessert's cheesecake. And he answered my question. There are moose in Wyoming, but they're somewhere around the Jackson, Wyoming area.
Okay.
So they're further north, closer to the Canada border.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I don't think they border with Canada, but it's closer to the whatever they border with.
So not Jacksonville, Florida.
No, that's on the west coast by California.
Okay. That's where the number 2 leading presidential candidate's coming from. And he just fired his campaign whatever chair or whatever.
Oh, that was up by Seattle.
Yeah.
Yes, that's closer to Seattle. So thanks, Stevie, for listening to the show. Thanks for answering our questions. Good show, good guest this week. If you think we suck, then go find a podcast that's cool, like the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast.
Speaking of podcasts, we just got an email from Joey
at the podcaster. What's that one called?
They're the band.
Oh, the Tintin.
Yep. He said we just rocked the fucking house at Sturgis Bike Rally. We'll hit you up, and he gave us his cell phone number.
Yeah, I gave him mine. I emailed him back because he had emailed. That's supposed to be our next guest. They were just on the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast, and he had reached out to us about being on. I waited 2 weeks, which is customary for me to reply.
Yep.
And gave him my cell phone and said we'd like to have him on next week. So,
awesome.
Well, hopefully we'll have them on. They're like a Nirvana heavy metal band.
Okay.
But they do some of their. I listened to probably 7 songs, and some of them are more of the. I don't know. Best way I could say it would be Slipknot Seattle. Whoa. And then they do some that is more just kind of Nirvana. Like they call it Nirvana, I think, or something like that. Okay. So they were good. So we'll have them on next week. Skinman, before we go, what do you got for closing words?
Well, it's up to you on if you're gonna have a good day or not.
I'm kind of retarded.
That wasn't from Skinman. I'm sorry. That was Alex Jones. What did you say, buddy?
It's entirely up to you if you're going to have a good day or not.
There you go. That's true. Nobody else can predict your day. Only you can.
Yeah.
Your wife could probably start it off shitty.
If you want to be pissed off all day, congratulations.
Unless you got some kind of boss that fucking shows up and rides your balls for no reason.
Yeah, but you can also just pretend he's fake.
Or you kill him.
No.
Or just why give his words merit?
Or just drag up because you already have another job.
You could just pretend he's fake.
Fake?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I saw today that motherfucker's not real. They figured out finally who she is. And she was mad because she lost her AirPods.
Who? Oh, I know you're talking about, yeah.
The kind of the MILF on the plane, you know? Yeah. And she's some kind of marketing director, so she's fucked now.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Use fuck now, girl.
How crazy is that, though, that you can get pissed off in real life, social media will make you lose your real job?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, or somebody just calls your work and tries to get you fired.
Or your 3 jobs ago work.
Yep.
Have you heard anything from her lately?
No, I've given up on it.
Huh.
I do have something I need to show you, though.
Well, I will say this to that lady.
So just chill out. You know, drink a 7-Up, eat a moon pie, quit murdering people.
And I'll finish with this. Throughout my life, I've done alcohol and I've done marijuana. I'm a product of the 60s. And I can assure you, I've misbehaved far more on alcohol than I ever have on marijuana.